Hey y'all, this is the Southern Sim here again with you with another speed build. I am building again in Sulani. I chose a different place to build at. The place is actually called Key Point. I thought it would be an absolutely amazing spot just to build a little tiny house. That's what I was having on my idea, was to build this little tiny house that only really one sim or a couple would live. So it doesn't have a pool or anything. I decided, I've been building a lot of houses that have pools, and so I decided, how about I go away from the pool for right now and try something different. So I figured there was enough of a pool with the ocean behind them to enjoy, so I just decided not to go with that this time. But what I call this house is, I decided to name it Little Beach House because it's right there on the beach, and it's tiny, but it's not like in your 5x5 tiny house. I mean, there's still quite a bit of room to move around and enjoy, and it's just really fun. So yeah, so that's what I decided to call it. But I was going through trying to pick out these windows, and of course I wanted to use everything from the pack as possible, but there, sometimes you get to thinking there really just isn't anything you can really build on, or you just don't want to put that, so I decided not to. I went with other packs for other windows just to have some difference, some other things from the pack, like these little shelves here. I saw that in another YouTuber's video where they were using these shelves to outline the house, and I thought, well, that'd be perfect to kind of get me a little outline here. So I decided to put that here just to give it a little bit of a line, a little definition. So, and I still like doing this roof style. I actually enlarged that room when I got to looking at it. It wasn't quite big enough, so I enlarged it just a hair more, so that way it'd be plenty of room for a bathroom. So this really does not have an ensuite because it really doesn't need it, since there's only one bedroom. And the rooms are rather spacious, so it's not like you're going to be cheated or anything in the size of the room. And when I did this kitchen, I decided to make it a U-shaped kitchen because everything's on, it's both sides, and of course the stove right there is in the middle. And I kept going through trying to decide what color I wanted for the kitchen stuff, and it took a while to figure that out, the colors I was, going to go with. As you see here, I probably will change it about a dozen times. I mean, yes, that's probably an exaggeration, but you got the idea. But sometimes it is a little harder to decide what you want to go with. Like the wall here, I was trying to find something that would go with that brick that would kind of bring the colors out in the brick, and that was as close as I could find, so I decided just to go with it. And I used this other flooring here to give a little bit more definition, like a rug, without putting a rug. So I never put a rug here in this kitchen because I thought this was, worked. I liked it. So yeah, there isn't anything like that I ever add here. I really wanted to use that little awning-like thing, but eventually when I changed the back here, it doesn't work and it doesn't look good. So I just changed it completely and went with a different idea. As you see here in just a moment, when I go to connect it to the house to get rid of those steps, it just doesn't look right. Or it disappears, and I decided not to put it back. But anyway, trying to get the plants and stuff here was, I just could not get in my head what I really wanted to use here. This was definitely an interesting challenge because I wanted to use the plants, mostly the plants from the pack, but I was like, I gotta go with something a little different than what I've been doing in the last few builds, because I want to make this interesting and, try to use some creativity, and some other things. Like, I normally don't use rocks and stuff, but, in watching a bunch of other YouTubers' videos, I've just been challenged to try new things, to go above and beyond the different aspects and things of building and stuff. So I decided to add the rocks, like this deck was built into these rocks and everything. Just trying to make it a little different right here. And you see this plant here in the water. When I went to go get my screenshots, I was like, I really just did not like that plant sitting there. So that tree, I just got rid of it because it really just didn't look good. So I had to get rid of it. It just wasn't what I wanted. And, it is what it is. But we all decide now. It took a while trying to get that white off the roof of that porch that I put. I was like, what am I going to do to cover this white? And I finally, got the ticket. I finally got what I needed to fix it because it just looked awful. I hated the way that looked. And that carpet kept seeming like it was sinking in. But I finally got it situated so it wouldn't look like that anymore. I want to keep this true. And I like the plants on the side. But then I decided not to go with that. So I changed that also. I just didn't want to keep, that look. And I thought about doing the rocks here, but then I just didn't. I don't go it all the way down. I decided not to. And this was just really neat because you can't put flooring out here on the sand. So I had to use the terrain tools to paint it on. Because I couldn't get like a walkway. I wanted a specific walkway, like it was put in, even though it's a beachy area. So I was really having a hard time with these plants. I finally just gave up and moved them around a little bit more, and I liked it better that way. And sized up these other plants here. But I wanted to fix it too, so if she wanted to plant some vegetables. That's why I put those little planter boxes from the Seasons pack that we got. So that way she could plant vegetables, or whoever downloads this, if their sim, they want to make their sim to also be able to, plant their own food or whatever, because. And it's just trying to make things different and give it a different look and stuff. And I was trying to get out of the box of what I have been doing when I create these areas and stuff in Sulani, because I know you might be getting bored, and so I want to try. I was trying just to kind of change it up a bit. And I'm trying to expand myself because I'm really thinking, because for some reason here recently, I have been starting to look at Tudor houses again, those English style houses. And I really think that this is going to be the house that I'm going to build next. But I'm not absolutely positive, because that means I probably should go to, I hate when this happens. I had it earlier in my head, now I can't think of the place. But anyway, it's the pack that has those Tudor style houses in it anyway. But give me a shout out if you've ever had that problem that all of a sudden you forgot what you were going to say. I hate when that happens. But anyway, it is what it is. But here we are. I'm just trying to get the bedroom decorated and just put a few things in there and just some odds and ends. Now, I did not put a TV in the bedroom because it's really, I only made this for one sim that I created, who is also a mermaid. And I didn't want a whole bunch of stuff in all the, different, I just wanted to give her a room that she could go and sleep and, and all that good stuff. And so I just did not put that in there. There's a TV there in the living area, and that's really all that's needed. Because really, probably where she's going to be spending most of her time is probably out on the beach or in the ocean, since she is a mermaid. But I really like that sink from the pack. That is just really pretty. I decided to make it look more gray color, more lighter in color, because I really wanted this bathroom to be a light colored bathroom. So that's why I went with that. And then decided to put the hand towels on both sides. I just thought that was a neat look to have the hand towel like that on both sides of the sink or the mirror and stuff. But I really tried to fill in this space, and I was having a little bit of a hard time doing it. But I finally, came up with something and decided to go with it, as you see here. But here, just putting in a few pictures and a few odds and ends and stuff like that, so we can just get all these little details in for you. But I am going to go ahead and just leave you with the screenshot so you can watch that. And I would ask you to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Share it with your friends and family. Every like, share, and subscribe definitely helps my little channel to grow. Just a quick little update. I do apologize, but if my voice sounds a little odd or different, it's because I am going through a little bit of an allergy attack since it is September. Happy joy, right? So thanks for watching the video. Hopefully the next video will sound much better. But thank you guys for your time, and I do appreciate y'all watching the video. Bye, y'all.